Hello. Today we're discussing day one concepts for the week one module. And this is what you would see for week one. And you should really start in W1 understanding concepts. I'm going to open that up. And in these sections, you'll see two of them for each module. I always offer abridged versions of the week's required readings and sort of lesson plan, lecture-y stuff. And it sort of replaces, or it supplements things you would find in the textbook. It supplements ways for you to understand the larger projects. But so, for example, if we go back to course modules, and we look at week one, we do see one reading for day two stuff. You click it, and it shows you have 4 chapters to read. You shouldn't neglect these just because you look at understanding concepts. They sort of play off the other. And to access these sort of these readings, you would click on USF right here. If that link never works, it should work over here. And it should open up to this sort of page. And then you click on eText RAR. And it should open this up. And then you can navigate through the book and find the chapters that you have to read. But we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to, for the video lecture, we're going to look at understanding concepts. You shouldn't really skip over these understanding concept sections, because if you do skip over these sections, the readings and the video lectures, you'll be lacking central insights to help you succeed in the course. These sections supplement lectures I traditionally host in a face-to-face class, and therefore if you skip them, it's the same as not showing up for class, and it's going to lead to unpreparedness and confusion, the same way it would in a face-to-face environment. And that being said, please review these sections and the video lectures before texting or emailing me with questions. Based on what students ask and how they ask it, I can tell if you've not done either of those things. And before answering your questions, I'll probably tell you to return to the concepts page or that day's lecture and see if you can't find the answer for yourself. You'll see there's an audio option for understanding concepts. Really, on any Canvas page, you should be able to have an audio option. It's called the Immersive Reader. You click it, and it's handy because when you click it, Canvas should narrate the text to you when you click play. And this will allow you to walk around or do other things while you're listening to this type of course reading, similar to a podcast. You also see the introduction where it states I've been a teacher for 6 years and a tutor for 8. I started teaching college courses at HCC. I've been with USF for 3 years. There's a picture of me and my kiddos. They're 5 and 10. There's other stuff about me, likes and dislikes, silly things. I wanted to show you this stuff to show you, hey, I'm a person like you. And also because it's only fair, because I'm going to ask you to do something very similar in the learner introduction assignment. If we zoom back out to the module section, we click on learner introduction. It's a discussion-based assignment. You should answer all these questions and please refrain from political anything. And then you respond to 2 peer postings. It's due by January 1st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. I'm going back to the purpose of PTC. And the purpose of writing in the workplace is to solve problems and adapt to workplace culture. And that's why each of these 4 projects for the semester were designed the way that they were to meet those sorts of major initiatives. And there are 4 phases or 4 projects involved in this course. And if you watch the Module 0 lecture, the examples I'm going to show, they're going to look familiar to you. So for Project 1, you're basically a prospective employee. You're learning about document design, and the outcome is to facilitate your knowledge of email etiquette, formatting of memos and letters, learning about different business scenarios, and problem solving. And then with Project 2, think of yourself as a new employee. You're going to be learning about visual data sets. And the outcome of this project is so that you can analyze visual research and learn how to create data visualization, keeping ethical representation of statistical data in mind. For Project 3, that's this one, you can consider yourself a veteran employee and a researcher, and you're a problem solver. The outcome of this assignment is to prepare a research memo that focuses on local impacts of a problem while integrating primary research such as interviews, surveys, or what this student did, online observation of the tweet map tool that we'll go over way down the road. And then finally, with Project 4, think of it as a prospective business project, and you're going to be tasked with proposing a business solution to a localized problem as a group. And the outcome is learning how to navigate group meetings, creating progress reports, drafting a charter, or what is known as a group project plan, understanding group management, and strengthening your collaborative writing practices, and eventually getting this very intricate report here. Excuse me. So for navigating Canvas, if you're the type of person who wants to see the entirety of the assignments or the upcoming assignments in a visual way, you can always access the assignments page, and it gives you a listing of that with dates, but you're not going to see everything I see because all the modules are not published. So you're going to see a limited version, and then as the weeks go on and modules are published, it'll populate. You can also look at the calendar for due dates, but you shouldn't rely on the assignments or calendar page to remind you of things that are due in USF Rights, that separate platform that you have to purchase to access the e-text requirement of the course and to access the separate assignment slots. It's separate from Canvas, and this is where you will turn in drafts of major assignments and also a practice upload for week 1 that we're going to get to pretty soon. So there's a text version of the syllabus. You can access that here. And you can also download a copy here. And then you can also access a more visual format of it. When you click here, you are going to have to be logged into your Microsoft account to view this sway. It's not as detailed as the text version, but it has a lot of the major components, major ideas of the syllabus, if you're more a visual person. But I do also suggest looking at this, the main syllabus page. And then I've also included a link for how to gut a text. It's something that was referred to me in grad school, but I wish I'd learned about it sooner. Given how much you as college students need to read, the talent of proficiently skimming chapters and really long articles, it's a godsend. And then everything in these first few weeks is building up to the rough and final draft of Project 1, or the document series as it's titled. You can click here for more information. It's very detailed, and it's going to take you through the scenarios you'll have to choose from. I'm going to go over it in the next video, or hopefully I'll remember to. Today is pretty much just for the basics. So let's visit the other assignments that are due in the first part of week 1. So if we come out of the understanding concepts, we go back to the main module, we can view everything. We see that there's a first day attendance assignment. This is a text box entry assignment. You can click submit and answer the question, what's the difference between professional and technical writing? There's no length you have to hit, but I'm hoping for full sentences. It's an important assignment as it's how I'm going to count attendance for the first day of class. It's due January 11th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Without submitting this, you'll be dropped from the course on January 12th at 12:01 a.m. Eastern. So please, please, please turn this in. There's also the learner introductions. We went over this, and there's only one more area to visit after that. I mean, there is also a USF Rights introduction you can visit. And then we click on the practice upload for that. And you'll have to do 2 things for this USF Rights-based exercise. First off, you will have to visit USF Rights and purchase access to it. The next thing you're going to do is open up a Microsoft Word document. You're going to copy and paste that question, what is good writing? You're going to answer the question. There's no length you have to hit, but I'm hoping you include full sentences, proofread, but you don't have to make the page pretty or formatting, just answer the question. You're going to save it. You're going to go back to USF Rights. You're going to visit practice upload, and you're going to submit that document you just saved here. So that's it. There's no submission on Canvas for this assignment. The assignment you see on Canvas, it's a placeholder so I can grade what you upload to USF Rights. You'll never see any grades on USF Rights. You'll only ever see feedback, and we'll get to what type of feedback that is. Canvas is where you're going to see your actual grades for all assignments, both Canvas-based assignments and USF Rights uploads, if that makes sense. So we've covered everything for week 1, day 1. If there was something you didn't quite understand, a muddy point for you, confusing portion of this, then text me questions on WhatsApp, or you can email me questions at andersonlope@usf.edu. See you in the next video lecture.